Who am I here with?
Peter Kirchin.
What's a lesson you would teach to your younger self?
A lesson I would teach my younger self is to live life to its fullest. There's a quote by Confucius that I like to live by. It's called "Every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one." You're only here for so long. When you think about it, there's really a timer on everything that you do. When we're here in school, when we're with our friends, hanging out. So maybe just live life to your fullest. Maybe put in a little bit more effort and stop worrying about everything that's going on.
And how are you living out your life to the fullest?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to deal a lot with stress. Maybe dial back a lot of the stress that I have from school, from sports, and maybe just trying to be an overall more calm and a nicer person around my friends. I can everyone can say harsh things at times that maybe you didn't want to say. So maybe just thinking a little bit more about what I'm saying and what I'm doing and how my future self will think of that.
So you value just being a better person, and that's how you're living your life to the fullest, would you say?
Yeah, but also just maybe being a little bit more conscious of your actions and what consequences those have. I've been trying to maybe get a little bit closer to God every day and across the past year.
And what role does God play in your everyday life?
Yeah, we learn religion every other day, but even beyond that, in chapel, he plays a big role. He's able to guide me. I ask for the Lord's intercession during tests and quizzes, um, and just showing me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, who maybe took offense to what I said. Maybe I shouldn't have said those things, and really, I wasn't as close with God as I am now, but. Going to chapel, I really have begin to form a relationship.
And what are some steps that you've taken besides going to chapel to help you gain that relationship?
Yeah. On Sundays, I've been trying to attend 10:30 mass. I teach religious education at my local parish, and then right after, my mom and I would go to 10:30 mass and listen to the gospel every week. And there, that's really when it began to hit me. Like, this is important. I can't neglect mass on Sundays. It's one of the commandments. And yeah, just really in the past year, that's been something that's extremely important.
And outside of going to church, we talked about before living your life to the fullest. How are you living your life to the fullest?
Yeah, I think I've taken a lot more thought into my activities. Maybe enjoying myself a little bit more during the summer, especially, and even during the school year, hanging out with friends, even maybe when I shouldn't, or maybe when I should be doing more schoolwork. Really trying to make myself a happy and joyous person, no matter what my grade may say in some class, or no matter what someone else may think. But doing what I would want to do, and just to make myself more joyous.
I really like that. How would you explain to someone else and tell them how to be more joyous?
Yeah, I would say maybe just take a step back. Just think for a little bit. What are you doing in your life? What activities are you a part of? This is not an interview, but you have to maybe look at yourself. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Who do I want to be down the line? And what steps am I taking to get there? And if you're not happy with yourself, everyone has flaws at times, and those can be easily fixable.
And who do you want to be?
Someday, I don't really have a specific job I'd say I want to be, but I definitely want to be someone who continues to go to church and, maybe be the shaman man. Maybe not at the graduation, but someone who does the right thing and at the right time.
I really like that, Peter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryan.
Nice.